and orange, you know, they turn orange. And those people who were green, they ate a lot of vegetable, green vegetable. And also, so the teacher said, what about those who just keep disappearing and appearing again? What are those? Oh, those people are the ones who ate a lot of eyes. So they keep appearing and disappearing. And those people who, the older, the oldest, you know, the oldest of all the people, you know, who keep crying and they pointing at themselves, who are they? What did they do? And those who, you know, keep pointing at other people and laughing, what are they? So this little boy who just graduated from kindergarten, he said, those are the ones who like to eat alphabet soup. You know what alphabet soup is? Wow, those who point at themselves and cry are the ones who only eat the eyes in the alphabet soups. And those who point at other people and laugh at the other people, those are the ones who ate alphabet soup and they only eat the U's. That's why you, and laugh at you. And me, cry, who. So what is the lesson? The teacher asked the little boy who just graduated from kindergarten, what is the lesson? Who can tell me what is the lesson? And you will receive this magical pen. You see, I just created the whole entire new world for you, okay, with my pen. I wrote a story for you. Create the whole universe of green and black and blue and purple and red and yellow people. I told you a story. I wrote a story. Okay, so who knows what is the moral or the lesson of this story? See, how did the green people become green? Yes. Where's my microphone here? How did the green people become green?
He ate green stuff.
Green what?
Green
stuff. Vegetable. How about the ones who are red? What did they eat?
A lot of strawberries.
Strawberries. How about the white people? Why did they become white?
Milk.
They drink a lot of milk. How about the black people?
Coffee.
They drink a lot of coffee. How about the yellow people?
Banana.
Eat a lot of banana. How about the orange people?
They eat banana and orange.
Orange, okay, they eat orange. How about the people who are purple?
They eat grapes.
Oh, they eat the purple grapes. Okay, how about the people who keep appearing and disappearing?
They eat ice.
They're eating ice, okay. How about the people who always cries and pointing at themselves? What do they eat?
You.
No, how can they eat you? How can they eat you? How about I don't have any more, I only have 4. How about those who are people, the one who cry, keep crying all the time? What do they eat?
They eat the letter I from the alphabet soup.
Oh, alphabet soup, very good. Very good soup, very good soup. How about the people who are rounded and fat?
They eat a lot of hot dogs and burgers at In-N-Out.
Okay. How about the skinny one?
They eat noodles and rice.
Rice, and they drink, what do they drink?
Tea.
Okay. How about the rounded people? What do they drink? Milkshake all the time. Okay. I have only 4. I give you magical pen here for you to study. Okay. This magical pen. You got one already? Those who don't have, I give you one. Okay. Those who answer correctly. Okay. No more. The last one. Tụi con sister share đi. Okay. Con trả lời đúng không? Ok, rồi. Con share được không? Rồi tí nữa cho cái này. Cho cái này. Alright. So the lesson is this. Well, the little boy answered the teacher, yes, ma'am. My understanding of the lesson is this. You are what you eat. Right? You eat green vegetable, you become green people. You eat purple grapes, you become purple people. Right? You eat a lot of red strawberry, you become red people. Yeah, like me, right now I eat a lot of vegetable and Thai only a little bit, right? You drink a lot of milk, makes the body good, and a stripe of, you know, the stola, you know, red, and the black, drink coffee. So you are what you eat, okay? So where is the kingdom of heaven? Jesus' answer is in you, among you. So how do you get the kingdom of heaven, or how do you get God or heaven inside you? If you are what you eat, what do you need to eat to have God and heaven in you? You need to eat heaven. You need to eat God. Okay? Where do you eat God? Where do you get to eat God? Okay? Where do you get to eat God? Yes. Yes, you first. Where do you eat God? Where? Where do you get God to eat, to feed yourself? Where?
In church?
Yeah, in the church. When? Okay, Norman, when? When do you eat God, get to eat God?
When Mass starts.
Okay, Mass. I or no? I at the Mass, yes. I. Where and when do you eat God? Or you eat heaven? Somebody else, a girl, yes. Where and when you eat God?
During the Eucharist?
In the Eucharist, I or no? I. Very good, very good. Where? Somebody else tell me, where and when do you eat God? See, who received First Communion already? Who has not received your First Communion? Okay, you still eat God when you come to Mass. God feeds you with His words, with His love. Okay, He still feeds you, but you need to grow a little bit older to receive the Eucharist. So, how can you get heaven inside you, to get God inside you? Where do you go? To the church. And what do you do at the church? You pray and you celebrate Mass. Okay, I will tell you exactly what you need to do to be magical, because when you have God inside you, and God is most powerful and most magical, He can perform any kind of miracles. Okay, and when you have God inside you, anything can happen. Everything is possible for God. Okay, nothing is impossible for God. This is what you do. You need to do to have God in you, or to have heaven in you. First, you need to think God's thoughts. Second, you need to say God's word. Third, you need to do God's deeds. Okay? 3 things you need to do, because you become what you eat. Timothy, you are what you eat. Okay? What do you need to do to become the kingdom of heaven, to become one with God? First, you need to think God's thoughts. Second, you need to say God's words. Third, you need to do God's deed. Okay, let's do it again. That's the point of the whole thing. You are what you are what you are what you. So how do you become heaven? How do you become God? By feeding yourself with God's word. Okay, now, you need to think God's what? Thoughts. Okay, say that again. We need to think God thoughts. We need to say God's word. We need to do God deeds. Let's do it again. In order to become heaven on earth, okay, to have God in you, what do you need to do? First, to think God's thoughts, to say God's, to do God's. Let's do it again, so everybody have to answer, okay? This is very magical, powerful, okay? You see, I sat down and I used my pen and I wrote a story. And everybody, were attracted to the story because you think God's thoughts, you say God's word, and you do God's deed, and everything is beautiful. So in order to become heaven on earth and to have God with you, what do you need to do? First, you need to think God's, say God's, and do God's. Where do you have God's thoughts, God's words, and God's deeds? In the church, where at the Eucharist. Where do you find the heaven on earth? Where do you need to go? To the church and celebrate the Eucharist. Let's do the last time, okay? You are what you? You are what you? You are what you? So if you want to become God, you become one with God. What do you need to do? First, you need to think God's, say God's, and do God's. Okay, and where do you get those? God's thoughts, God's words, and God's deed. Where do you get that? In the church. And when? At the Eucharist. Thank you very, very much. For those who receive the magical pen, from now on, you need to use the pen to write God's thoughts, to say God's words, and to do God's deed. So you can bring heaven to other people on earth. Okay?